Juan has had a phenomenal career. He started at the Federal Reserve Bank at 18 years of age, just for them to pay his college tuition, and decided he wanted to be an architect, went to school to become an architect and decided that's not for me. Fell in love with the Fed, actually left, went to work for Eastern Airlines for 6 months, and then decided that wasn't for him, and he went back to the Fed. And he started in the lowest paid position, building boxes for checks. And it's a beautiful American dream story because almost 40 years now into it, he reached the highest level in the organization as a CEO.
Here at the Federal Reserve Bank, we have a lot of security. We process a lot of cash, a lot of securities, and what have you. So if you've ever tried to get on the property, it's like trying to get into the Pentagon. But we have dogs that inspect vehicles and cars, and they're all trained very well. And we happen to have one that needed to go back for more training. So this particular dog nipped a handler, it nipped a visitor, it nipped a vet, and what have you. And along the way, Juan kind of handled it, I guess, like he would an employee that had a problem. He counseled them and gave them a warning, and then he counseled them again and gave them an unsatisfactory work notice. And then if it didn't improve over a specified period of time, you get fired. And so Juan fired the dog.
Juan is an Ohio State Buckeye like me. That is, when I found out that he was a Buckeye, we now will be lovers forever. I mean, he is, we're brothers in our admiration and the way we booster for Ohio State University. So that was a big shock. That Juan actually went to Ohio State the way I did is amazing.
We are so proud at Miami-Dade College to count him among our most distinguished alumni because of his trajectory, because of what he means to this community. His influence and his contribution has gone beyond the boundaries of the Federal Reserve. He is a true Miamian. He's someone who represents the best of our community, and I am proud to call him a friend. And I am very grateful for the support and friendship that we have enjoyed for many, many years. So I really salute him on the occasion of his well-deserved retirement after 40 years serving on the Federal Reserve, and also because of all the contributions he has made to the Miami community. We have a great depth of gratitude to Juan.
One of Juan's best expertise, of course, being involved with the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta, is in insisting on financial literacy programs in our schools, particularly senior high schools. So he recently allowed us to create a partnership with an entity at no cost to our school system that will bring financial literacy to hundreds, if not thousands, of students in Miami-Dade. So his expertise and his devotion to this community certainly has positioned our students in terms of financially literate citizens in a much better place.
6 or 7 years ago, when I was the campaign chair for the United Way, I made a CEO call on Juan at the Fed. He was the campaign chair for the Federal Reserve. And the thing that struck me about him was his dedication and his commitment, and the very unique and innovative things that Juan had developed for his people at the Fed around the United Way campaign. I was so impressed that I went back to Harv Mogul and said, we have got to get Juan more involved with United Way.
Juan is a really unique guy because I don't think he's ever met a stranger. He's the kind of guy who can walk in a room and instantly pick up a conversation with people about things that are their interests that, believe it or not, are his interests too. So if they're talking about football, he knows a lot about football. Talk about baseball, he knows a lot about baseball. When talk about spirits, he knows lots about spirits. When talk about good food, he knows lots about good food. He knows this community like the back of his hand, and he and his wife are just unbelievably connected with organizations in Miami. And so he he first brings his warmth, his personality, and his ability to embrace other people. It's an asset for our board. Obviously, being related with the Federal Reserve, he's a guy who knows financial strategy, and particularly at the macro level, and can help us at United Way understand the implications of a lot of the decisions that face us. So he's a guy who's connected. He also understands the social service, the human service business really well.
One of the things that I enjoy talking to Juan most about is his passion for travel. Many people may not know this, but he has now visited 72 different countries. I'm always kidding him because his dream is to be part of the Century Club. It's for people that have visited 100 different countries. So now, during his retirement, he's going to have even more time to go and visit other countries and be a member of the club.
As we both head off into retirement on 12/12/12, I'm going to be wearing this robe at home all the time, but I'm not going to wear the pin unless you bring me back again as a Fed employee.
Burger, congratulations on this wonderful legacy award. As of 12/13, I've already packed your bags, ready to go to travel the world with me. And this is the only size bag you can take with me because, of course, you've got to carry my shoes and you need more room for my shoes. So let's go travel the world and be happy. And congratulations again on your award.